morning, YouTube. Good morning, everyone. It's been a while, so it's been, what, about a year? Almost a year and a half. And I just haven't, I've been really busy with life stuff, and I just haven't really had any, any sort of ideas or anything here recently to do videos on, and I just sort of lost out on that. But now I'm back and I'm ready to get back into this game and do some good, and hopefully get some videos shot and show you guys some really cool stuff. And today we're at DeSoto State Park in Alabama, and it's right outside Fort Payne. I think it might be in the city limits of Fort Payne, Alabama. And it's really beautiful out here. If you live in Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, or if you're just visiting from out of state, I would highly recommend coming to this state park. It's beautiful out here. As you can see, there's huge rock coverings, and you can get under there if you want to cool down. If it's in the summertime, it gets really humid and hot out here, so you can come out here and sit here and get into the rocks and get in the cool and just sort of take a break. But today we're going to do a video out here, and that's what we're doing. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, including myself. And today I think we should show gratitude towards fathers and those who take on the role as fathers when the fathers are not available, whether your father's deceased or not around, or just in a bad situation. It's good to have that fatherly figure in your life, and some of us are very, very blessed to have that, including myself. My parents are divorced, and I have a stepfather who taught me a lot, and my dad also, who taught me a lot about life and growing up and doing things like this out in the wilderness. I've been coming to DeSoto State Park since I was a little kid, thanks to my dad. He would always, I would always come out here with him and, just learn things about nature and things like that. And, there's just a lot out here to learn. And, I'm very grateful to have two fathers in my life, and, a stepfather and a father who taught me right from wrong and taught me things, on the manly side of things, mechanics and things like that. And that's where I learned most of my mechanics stuff. I'm a forklift mechanic by trade, and I learned most of my mechanics from my father and my stepdad. So, I was very, very grateful for that in my life, as we all should be. If you're privileged enough to have that in your life, be very, very grateful for it, because there are a lot of people out there today who don't have that in their life. And, it's a huge need nowadays to have that sort of father figure. And, if you're watching this and you don't have that, there are many places to find that. There's tons of good YouTubers out there who you can look towards to learn things. I'm not saying that they should take on a role as a father figure off YouTube, but what I'm saying is that you can learn things from people out there who are fathers, and who like to teach stuff. There's just a lot that I could say on this subject, but I just really wanted to say that I'm really grateful for what I've been able to grow up with, and I think that a lot of kids these days are missing out on that, and it's really sad that that it comes to that. But in a bigger light, there are always uncles and grandpas and brothers and cousins and other people who can take on that role. And if you're one of those people, if you know of a kid out there who needs that, step up to that plate and do that. I'm very fortunate to have kids, and I love teaching my kids, different things. I love teaching them gun safety and how to shoot guns, and they love it. My little daughter loves going to the range and shooting, and that's one of the things that I like to teach them. Also about wilderness. I love to teach them about nature and getting out and doing things. Although they don't really like it that much. They would rather sit inside and play video games. I have to drag them outside sometimes and you know, teach them how to do things. A couple weeks ago, I tried to teach my daughter how to use a ferro rod, and she just sort of, she tried and she just couldn't get the spark. So we're gonna pick that back up again and try to teach them how to, you know, make a fire primitively or with ferro rod, flint and steel, things like that. It's just good knowledge to know. If you have somebody you can teach things like that to, teach them. You know, show them how to do things like that, because it's very important. Not only for survival, but for just character. Just knowing things like that is good for your character. So with that, also wanted to show you guys, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Congratulations for stepping up to the plate and being a good dad, and showing, you know, even if you're not a dad, if you're a person, showing up and helping kids and teaching them things that they should know, that's a really awesome thing, and thank you for that. That's something that a lot of kids need these days. So you are a hero in a sense. And you know, with that, wanted to also show you guys a haversack I made, and there's a motorcycle going down the road. I'm not far off the road. It's just a really beautiful spot to do a video, so that's what I did. But anyway, so here's a haversack that I made. I actually finished it up yesterday. This is probably the one haversack that I really like. And I can't afford a Hidden Woodsman. I wish I could, because I freaking love the Hidden Woodsman and all of his stuff, but I can't afford it, so I just had to make my own. So that's what I did. I just made my own haversack, and you know, so be it. If that's what it is, you know, I can't afford to go out and buy a Hidden Woodsman or, you know, things like that, but I would really like to have one. So maybe one day I'll be able to get one of those. But this is the one I made, and it's, you know, just a regular old haversack. It's got an axe sleeve, and I got a little pocket right here to keep my stove in, my little stove, and just a little space for my knife on top right there, and then just some little things to keep things situated with. That's what I keep my camera in. And then I made it out of a sea bag, which is really cool. I thought that because I could use the handle and also this little excess pocket, which is holding a handkerchief that my wife gave me for Father's Day. So it's really cool. It's got the desert on it. Desert and cactuses and sun and moon, which, you know, is our thing. So you know, it really is sentimental to me, because it means a lot to, you know, us, and the symbolism of our relationship and love for the desert and each other. So there's that. And yeah, so that's the haversack I made. And also wanted to thank Junkyard Fox, James Harris, who through his videos has given me the inspiration to start videoing again, or doing videos again for YouTube, because I was at a lull, and I was just like, I don't really want to do videos anymore, you know, and I just sort of lost interest because I didn't have any ideas. I wasn't getting any kind of inspiration or motivation, so I just sort of lost touch with that, even though I feel like I was started to get in the groove of it. So for whatever reason, I really don't know, you know, offhand why, but for whatever reason, I just stopped doing them. But thanks, James Harris, Junkyard Fox. If you don't know his channel, please go check it out. It's a really good channel, really inspirational. The guy does a phenomenal job. So go check him out. And I will talk to you guys later. Stay outside and do things outside, get outdoors and enjoy it. All right, thanks guys.